Good morning, it's Tuesday, June 27th, and today I will be putting the finishing touches on the Reverse Tanto Dark Chef. So I got it hands in it a little bit, and then lots of distractions. Saturday we have to pack for the market. We had some regulars come in, etc., etc. So I got it hand sanded. I think it stopped at 220. I took the tape off of it so it wasn't taped up over the weekend. It's high carbon. I do not want it to rust, so I took the tape off of it, which is where I put my markings for what grid am I on. So I'll really have to look at it under a light and figure out where I stopped. And then I also got this Gyuto glued up. I'm thinking of this Gyuto now as my Patience Gyuto because after the blade, absolutely everything wrong has happened that could happen to this besides me breaking it. Knock on some wood. Oh, look, I could just look, not right there. So I didn't want to waste the piece of Tasmanian sassafras after I had the little faux pas with getting the copper bolster peened on. So I figured out a way to do it. And this is something Steven and I used to do. I have not done this in over a decade, okay? And so basically it's just carving the handle back more and creating a wedge. So there's a piece of AAO, that beautiful burgundy resin right there in the middle of it. And I was able to keep the beautiful piece of Tasmanian sassafras that I had already drilled for it. So stoked that it's up to this far. Stoked I didn't have to completely start over from the handle, and I'll try to get that one down to hand sanding today. We do still have some inventory and stuff to do, but hopefully I still can get both of those finished. That's it for me for today. Here's Danny with what he's doing.
Hey y'all, just to get you caught up with what's going on in my world, I hope everyone had a great weekend to start off. Saturday was grinding on the little 3-batch along with my custom. Issue I'm coming across at this moment is our S on the Serenity is kind of fading out. I'm not liking that. So what I'll probably end up doing, I've got a couple more grits to go to before I polish them up for handles. I'll then pause there and electrochemical etch Serenity a little deeper so that way we can get that full S in there. If that all goes well, I should move on to handles by then. Don't know if I'll get to that today, hoping so. I've got some feedback on my slicer that I've got to get cleaned up a little bit more down to shape. The pommel of the handle is a little wide. We're going to bring it down to about 1 inch. And then starting the day, I've got a lot of admin work going on. Emails over the weekend came through. We had a lot of interaction over social media, so I appreciate everyone. Sorry, I was just taking a look back there. I appreciate everyone that was interacting with us. And once again, if you do, please make sure that you're doing it in all the ways that you feel fit, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But that will be the majority of my day, along with whatever else comes in. We're gonna now go on our favorite spot with our favorite guy, Russell. What's up, buddy?
Hey, it's good.
What do we got this morning?
Today we have a Tokuharu Santoku and Petty set. So this is Tokuharu is Korin's house brand of kitchen knives, made in Japan specifically for them. And this set features AUS 8 steel and has a it's a hardwood laminate handle, so you can see the grain in there, but it is more structural than just regular wood. Great size. AUS 8 is one of those steels that has been proven, tested in professional kitchens, and is just a great steel. So this is one of 2 of the Tokuharu Santoku and Petty sets that we have. We'll be covering the other one tomorrow as I drop a knife. But yeah, these are in stock and ready to go.
Right on. All right, guys, great set of knives. We've got asked a lot for sets. The issue with sets is when you have more than about 7 or 8, usually there's a set of knives or a few knives that you're not going to use. This is something more directed towards a professional at-home chef, just to give you the 1-2 punch. We stand a lot behind these because it's a very versatile set for bigger tasks and small. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us as you see fit. Make sure you're commenting, subscribing, liking, doing all the things, guys. Appreciate you joining us this week. We'll get more. See you then.
Good morning is Thursday, June 29th. Apologies, we did not film yesterday. We didn't have a whole lot of progress to show or anything because of how busy Tuesday was. So what I will be finishing today, I did get this one hand sanded a bit more yesterday, so I'll do the last couple grits today and then get an edge on it, get that guy in stock. And then I did bring the Patience Gyuto farther down to shape. It is actually like starting to get the shape now. Issue being is copper. You can grind on it for a little while, then you've got to set it down, let it cool off. At this stage, I don't like dumping knives in water. I've done it when I've absolutely had to, but if I can be patient with it, I like to be. So therefore, like literally you grind on it a little bit, it gets a little bit warm. The issues are it can melt the epoxy, and then there's resin right behind it, so it can actually melt the resin if it does get too hot. So I will see if I can get that one down to hand sanding as well, and hopefully in the next couple days get that one ready for being in stock. We did get more of the steel we needed in. So I will also try to plan the last couple of knives I have for customs with those. And literally I'm just trying to get all the ones I have for the rest of the year, get them cut out, get them started. I am waiting on one more piece of steel for a custom. It's a piece of Magna Cut that just no one had in stock, so I had to order it separately. So really, that's my day. Here's Daniel with what he's going. Yeah, all that.
Hey y'all, just to get you caught up with what's going on in my world. Yesterday, just, you know, didn't get the films the day before. We were just pretty busy with a lot of customers. Had a good amount of people come in, so thank you for that on Tuesday. A lot of sharpening. Yesterday, I was able to finish hand sanding my handle for this custom. I've got to look for a pin for it now, which I know is kind of a little backwards in operation sometimes, but shouldn't be too hard to get it in there once I acquire it. Other than that, I do want to get into the leather room to try and get some progress on the sheet that I'm working on. I do have some admin stuff up front, and we do have a lot of cool new knives coming in from Benchmade in particularly. We've got some cool stuff, and then I've got some other things coming in throughout the next couple of weeks or so. But that will be the majority of my day, along with whatever else comes. Now we're in our spot with our favorite guy, Russell. What do we got?
Today we have the mini Claymore, so all new. It is small. I love the size of this because the full-size Claymore is a big knife. So this is a push-button automatic. Just flies out of there. It does have the secondary lock, so you can lock it open or closed. Ideally, enclosed in your pocket. You can't fire it when it's in the pocket. Comes standard with a deep carry pocket clip. It is CPM D2, which makes my guy Daniel super stoked because he loves the D2. And it has a nice gray Cerakote finish on the blade. So just to give you the size, identify, like that's how much smaller it is. And here I like doing this one, like it's almost 2 inches shorter. So it is quite a bit smaller, but I do love it.
Right on. All right, guys. Yeah, that mini Claymore is definitely kind of gone up in my book as far as a knife that I like. I recently acquiring a mini Adamas. It's very similar to that in the sense of it was a bigger knife and giving you now a smaller feel. So any questions on that, y'all throw them at us. Hope to interact with y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Know we skipped the day. We'll make up for somewhere in there, you know. Take care. See you on the next one.
It's Friday, June 30th, so I've finished up the two knives I have been working on. One of them's in stock, and we'll show that one in the next couple days. So what I'll be working on today is a steak knife set. Haven't made one in a while. Daniel finished one up not too long ago, and so it's been on my mind to do some steak knives. So I'd started them a while ago. Ground on them a little bit last week, I guess it was. So I'm gonna work on these, and then I'm gonna grab a nice thin Hanasuki because I need another nice big size handle because I need to test something that Elizabeth just worked on for me for. So we have a custom coming up, or we have 6 customs coming up where we need to cast some arrowheads that were found on these people's farm. We need to cast them in a clear resin. So we're testing the method and process with some abalone that we were given by a customer of ours. So I'm gonna be putting some abalone scales on this, see how that whole process works, see if the clear really does stay clear. Super stoked because it looks gorgeous right now. I just hope I don't mess it up in the process of getting it onto the handle. So that's why I'm working on the Hanazuki, so it'll have a nice cool handle. That's it for me for today. Here's Daniel with what he's working on.
Hey y'all, just to get you caught up with what's going on in my world, I've been up in the leather room taking care of this sheath. It definitely needs the love I'm trying to give it. I'm gonna make a loop over instead of the integral that it had. Also add a snap for both knives closer to the guard so that way these don't slip out. Should wrap it up hopefully today, tomorrow, if I don't get too busy with what's going on in the showroom. I've also got one of the little guys up for glue up. I will be electrochemical etching the other one so that the Serenity logo is back into it. That will be the majority of my day. I will do some admin and kind of social media stuff in the morning just to start off our day, my day. That is basically going to be what we cover for now. But we did have a phone call, so I don't know if Russell's in here, and he's not. So I'm going to cover the knife that he was supposed to here in the showroom. So without further ado, we are in our spot with our favorite guy, Daniel. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I've got a cool knife for you today. It is the Benchmade Narrows. It is the Benchmade 748, I believe. Titanium frame. Thinnest knife, 33% thinner than a bug out. Won American Blade of the Year at Blade this year, at Blade Show. M390 blade made by Bowler. The axis lock, or if I think they call it some sort of a bar lock by Benchmade, not too sure, with the anodized blue sapphire hardware. Really cool knife, definitely a feat of milling and titanium to make these so thin, and engineering, which is kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of my favorite Benchmade, the Anthem, but the Anthem was just something different and way cooler in my opinion. But this is also a great knife. Have any questions, y'all? Just reach out to us. That'll wrap us up for today. So make sure you're liking, subscribing, doing all the interactions with us to help our channel, help our things going on. If you have any questions, throw them at us. We'll talk to you and see you on the next one. Peace.
Good morning. It is Saturday, July 1st. Happy July, everyone. Hope you're going to have a great plans for the weekend. So yesterday I got the set of 4 steak knives ground and mostly polished. I will finish the buffing on them first thing and start the handle assembly along with this Kiritsuki, wow, the words, Hanazuki. So this is the one I'm going to put the abalone handle on, so I will cut it as soon as everything's ready for buffing, start building that handle along with the 4 steak knife handles, which I have to choose. I haven't decided on those yet. So really, that's everything I've got planned for today. I didn't get to the cutting out or profiling of the other steel, so if I can squeeze that in the last part of the day, that would be excellent. If not, I'll do it first thing Tuesday. So that's it for me for this week. Have a great one. Here's Daniel with what he's got going.
Hey y'all, just to get you an insight of what's going on in my world, I have got some good headway on the sheath, along with the little guy I glued up. I'm trying my best to get to the electrochemical etching for my custom. This sheath and the custom both were, I know we're in the first day of July, but they were due in June. Just with everything that's going on up front and me having to split a lot of what's going on, I am going to be a little behind, so I do apologize to anybody who has work getting from me. I know I've got you in my books, but I will do my best to get to them as quick as possible. It's just one of those things when Russell and I are splitting up front time, I just don't have time to do a lot. I barely got any leather work done yesterday, along with any of the electrochemical etching I need to do, but I will try and make that a priority, as well as leather. So I might be upstairs, but there are some things I want to try and take care of in the showroom as well, posts, knives in stock, etc. That's going to be the majority of my day, along with whatever else comes in. So let's go ahead and go to our place with our favorite guy, Russell. What's up, buddy?
It's good.
What you got for us today?
Today, I finished 2 handmades yesterday. So this is what I'm calling the Patience Gyuto. So this is a CPM 154 stainless steel blade. It's got copper bolster, a little AAO burgundy resin interruption, and then Tasmanian sassafras. It's one of the few knives you'll see I used a little mosaic pen in there too. I don't use a ton of them. There it goes. In stock, ready to go, one of the things I love about this knife is just how slender this handle is. The weight is really nice on it, a little heavier than usual just because of the metallic bolster, but still a great feeling knife. And then we have a high carbon, I've been calling this the Reverse Tanto Dark Chef. So it is one of the few high carbon knives I make a year. I started this one quite a while ago and have been grinding on it randomly. So we have the mustard patina. We lovingly refer to this as the spotted sea bass Damascus. And then it's got a pink AAO hybrid. So it's a maple burl and resin that my 4-year-old grandson picked out because his favorite color is pink. And in stock, ready to go.
Right on. All right, guys, that'll wrap us up for the week. We appreciate you joining us again. Everyone have a great and safe holiday. We'll see you on the next one.